Listen, okay. What was I gonna say? First of all, Happy New Year, petals. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Her Flower Life, and last year I did a 12-month series where I posted a video a month for 12 months. And then I disappeared for all of January. It is January 31st. I'm recording, editing, and uploading this video all in one day. Zoe, let me finish getting this part out. I saw this TikTok video of a lady saying, trying to make content with a dog. And it was the funniest thing ever because that literally be me and I'd just be editing it out. But lately I'm like, I'm just gonna keep it in because I feel like it makes it really realistic. But there's that. To provide some background because it's the first of the year and I feel like I think any video I upload in January I'm always gonna give a little bit of background story. I started like posting like content on like social media back, I want to say in like 2015 2016, privately though, not publicly. I posted like 3 public videos and then privated them back up, and my name at the time was Life of a College Student. And after I graduated college, I basically in 2019, somewhere around 2018 2019, I shifted into Her Flower Life, and that's basically been my brand ever since then. I need to get back on Instagram so I can like claim my name as Her Flower Life because I don't want anyone else to take that name on Instagram. So now I had a video idea for this month and I really wanted to do it, and it was the snow tubing. My first time going snow tubing. I also had another video where it was like 3 days before going back to work, like just like starting a new routine. So basically, you know, getting Zoe potty trained outside, getting her to start waking up at like between like 6 o'clock and like 6:30, because she was waking up like 4 or 5 o'clock randomly, like really just getting her on that strict schedule. And I was like, the only way it's gonna work is if I start it before I go back to work, right? Like if I want by Monday to be doing this, and she needs to start doing it at least 3 to 4 days prior. And we made a lot of progress, and if I could look back and talk to my old self, I would tell her, stop being such a worrywart and stressing yourself out, because everything worked out. And you're gonna see me talk about this in this next series of clips. So this entire video is a bunch of vlogs that didn't make it to be full-blown vlogs because your girl just kept forgetting to close out the vlog. So there's that. The next thing we have is the snow tubing. The snow tubing honestly was like my favorite thing. It's the next morning. I slept pretty good, but the last time I was up here, I found that once I was up, I just like started like getting myself together because there are 2 bathrooms that we're all sharing, and with the house full of people, I like to just like get myself together so that way like we're not all competing. Like if it's free, just go to the bathroom, get myself ready. I just brushed my teeth, washed my face, and now I'm about to put on my Just Breathe clarifying serum, and then I'm going to moisturize my face, my hands, and then I'll go out and be sociable. If you want to know the vibes for this trip, it is currently 7:50 a.m. and we're like all up, which is funny. But last time I also woke up early because like honestly my body is just still on that work schedule plus Zoe's schedule, so I was up at 6 o'clock.
What else is... Yes.
We're in the chocolate shop that we came to last time, and I got pretzel rods, but I don't know what I want this time. Heart, Abby. Heart. Abby, yeah. Grover. Next page. Thank you. Grover loves Rosita. She teaches him new songs. Say Rosita. Rosita. Grover. Hey, we're playing this like secret Santa elephant thing, and we pulled names out of a hat, and the limit is $25 to get like a gag, silly gift or whatever. Not trying to be wasteful, so I will pick something practical. As you can see, it's snowing like crazy. Like, it doesn't even snow this much in like New York City, okay? This is like real snow, that real soft white snow. But the person I got, I think I'm gonna go in Old Navy, because I remember the last time we came out here, she bought a lot of stuff in Old Navy, so we're gonna go there. I don't know what size she wears though. I think I'm not understanding the assignment because I just got a bunch of stuff for myself and one thing for my person, but I forgot to pack a shirt to sleep in. I don't want to keep sleeping in my shirts that are for outside. So like I just decided to get me a shirt that I can wear in the house. And everything in here is on sale. 30%, 40, 50, $12. I got a bunch of socks for like $1.79 because I need to go through my sock drawer and get rid of some socks that are beat up severely. So might as well do it at the outlet where it's cheap. I'm gonna show you guys what I've got so far. So I got these socks. These are $3.99. Just like the little florals they have on it. And this one's just wonky. I've never owned a sock like this. I found this Amazing Spider-Man tee. But now that I think about it, the Amazing Spider-Man part is like so little on this, but I think it's cheaper than the other shirt that I picked up. I'm gonna get rid of the sweater that I'm wearing now and switch it out for this black one because I've been needing a zip-up one, and this quarter zip gray sweater thing, it's like fraying, it's ripping. It's such a weird material. It was gifted from my old job. I'm getting rid of it. This is the original shirt that I picked out to be as like my pajama shirt. I think I might go with this one because I like the feel of this one better than that Spider-Man tee. I might put this one back because they're just like plain socks and I like the little patterns. And I got a jogger, but I might put this jogger back because I don't need another jogger. So the jogger is going back. And then I got my person. She's also in here, so I gotta be secretive. I found her these green leggings because she actually likes to be cozy. You guys, why was I gonna get her these yellow sweatpants? I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get those because they meet the $35 limit. Guys, why would she start looking at them and she wants to buy them for herself? That would have been a perfect gift. Oh my gosh. Oh. This is the tube. I'm scared. Yeah. You want to be in it? I wasn't brave enough to record the first one. Let's see if we can record the second one. It was a little scary, but it wasn't bad. Not like a roller coaster. Right. While carrying this tube. Oh crap. I dropped my glove. Oh. I'm gonna over your eyes. That was cool. I think I'm just scared. Just open your eyes. Recording this whole time.
You gotta open your eyes and look at it. I don't know.
I think it's too cold for access, so I can't record me going down. But I've been getting better at the lift part, which is basically like escalator without the steps. It's like one of those things you ride on in the airport, those flat things. I've been doing really good with it, but it's hard to record going down because I think access gets cold and then shuts off. So I tried, but just I'm having fun. Just yes. Access was unknowingly recording for a whole hour in my pocket. I'm so mad because I only have 8% battery, but we basically ate breakfast, came back home, took a 2-hour nap, packed, cleaned the apartment. And I wanted to record the entire day, like working remotely, but my experience working remotely with New York City public schools versus like a New York City charter school was two different things. So I didn't really get back on to finish. I think honestly, to be transparent with you, I think that once work ended, I literally like went to go like lay down, take a nap, and I was not in the best of moods, and so I just did not pick up the camera for the rest of that video. But I'm so happy I recorded the first half of the day because it's still something. So there's that. I am a New York City teacher. I teach second grade and we are going to be teaching remotely today. It is currently 7 a.m. Typically on a regular morning, I get up at 6 a.m. I take my dog Zoe out. She is currently 7 months old. She'll go use the bathroom, she'll eat, drink water, and then go back out to do her second bathroom trip. And then she's usually good to go until about between 7 and 7:05. I will take her back out again, and then I usually in between all that, I'm getting ready for work and all that good stuff, eating breakfast, packing my lunch, packing my bag. But most of those things are kind of done the night before, but just like getting it all put together to leave out the door at a certain time. And then I have work approximately at 8 a.m. But today looks a bit different because it was a snow day, even though the front of my house is like pretty much cleared out because my brother did not waste no time shoveling up that snow. So there's that. I'm just really happy that Zoe has gotten her routine down pat, because even though we started our routine about 45 minutes later than usual, I still just keep doing, I do the same thing. I try not to base it off of time, but the actual routine itself. So we always bathroom, eat, bathroom, and then after this she's gonna play. I'm probably gonna leave her out for a majority of this next hour, just so that when I do put her down, she'll go to sleep and not interrupt me when I'm supposedly on Google Meet or whatever. I'm gonna treat today for her as if it's like the regular weekend with her usual out time. So when I'm off of work for my lunch, I will take her out, and then when I have to go back for my prep, I'll probably put her back in, things like that. She does really good now with all that because I was doing it consistently, and it didn't take very long. I think within a week of doing this, she got this routine down pat, so I feel really proud of myself. But we gotta get ourselves together. I'm hungry. I gave her a little snack so I could record this little tidbit, and she ate that so fast. Next up, I'm making coffee. I have not made this coffee in so long. Like, I haven't bought a container of it in so long. Listen, please, Stoke, please sponsor me. I'm not playing. I love this coffee. I drink this one. I drink the blue tealish one is my favorite one. This is like my second favorite one. I do like the yellow one. All the colors, honestly, they stand for something. It says in this, like this one says taste not too sweet. They all stand for like different levels. I drink them all. To me, they all are all great. They're all great. I wasn't gonna say they all taste the same because they don't actually all taste the same. They actually do. You taste the difference. You do taste the difference between the three levels, but I'm just saying to you guys that I don't have a preference. I drink whichever one's available, okay? This markets between like 4 something to 5 something. Just depends on where you buy it from. So listen, I did have to buy a caramel macchiato inspired flavor that is oat milk, almond milk, and oat milk creamer, and this is all that the store had at the time. So I ain't gonna show this one because it's really not what I get, so you know, but we're gonna see how this tastes. It actually tastes good. It tastes just like the right mix of caramel, coffee, perfection. So it's a big deal for me to even eat breakfast. Listen, I'm also thinking of leashing Zoe like during moments like this, because I feel like when she don't got nothing to do, she just becomes a menace to society because she's trying to grab my yogurt off the counter. I will see you guys when I get back upstairs to get dressed for the day. I'm thinking like long sleeve top, just so I could be like warm at the computer. And I think I might keep on my pajama bottoms because sitting at the computer, it does get cold and I don't want to be cold sitting there. Alrighty, we have about 12 minutes until we need to get like on the computer. So we're gonna set this up real quick and easy. A part of me is considering like turning my entire desk around. I did that like for a few days like in the summertime, and it was actually quite nice being able to kind of face this way and I was able to kind of like use like my big screen as opposed to like being on my laptop and kind of like just being confined. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and set a 6-minute timer to get myself completely set up within 6 minutes. Let's do this. Hey Siri, set a timer for 6 minutes. First order of business, we're gonna make this bed. Let's go. I actually didn't even need the full 6 minutes to do the prep part because actually, as you guys can see, I got dressed in that 6 minutes. I made my bed, I put away Zoe's toys. One part about being a dog mom, y'all did not tell me that the most expensive thing honestly would be like the vet bills and probably the consistent vet bills, because she did have to go to the doctor to get like her vaccines with me. She wasn't fully vaccinated when I got her. And so like I did a wellness check once I got her, because that's like I think a precautionary thing when you rescue an animal from the shelter. She had a wellness visit, she had vaccine visits, and that's about it. But those cost. So, and then toys. I feel like I spent a lot of time and money on toys and beds. She is an aggressive chewer, but I went to Target on Saturday, and this is a Target that I haven't been to in a while. Like I haven't been there in a while, but I also never gone there to shop for Zoe. And I was surprised by how large their pet section was, and I was like, I'm coming here next time. I found her like 4 brand new toys, a brand new like long chew that's like edible, and I was like, this was perfect. I had a beautiful Saturday with her, and even Sunday, because today's Monday and today she was also playing with those toys. So like I would leave her out while I was like teaching, but I feel like I would be distracted. If I had like a different work from home job, or like, you know, that's different, you know. I say work from home job as if I work from home every single day of the week. I meant like if I had like a different kind of like job where I was working from home, she probably could be out and I would pay her no mind. But you know, there's that. So I just turned my desk around and I'm gonna show you guys what it kind of looks like in a second. So here's the setup. Honestly, the lighting is trash because of the snow. It's cloudy, it's gray outside. And then this light is yellow. So I don't really know what I want to do, but we have about 2 minutes before I need to sign on. And I'm about to sign on now. In an ideal world, my desk would be set up this way. I just feel like this is like better feng shui, but space-wise, it doesn't really work. Like if it was like a smaller desk, this would work, but it don't really work. Now, like if you work for New York City, listen, I feel like, or any job now has this darn authentication thing. They making your life so hard. Ugh. And the parents are hitting me up. Listen, my team and I had a whole situation planned for how today was gonna go. However, these are not the same kids that went through school during the pandemic that became really tech savvy. I really wanted to just like make this a very low effort day, not because we wanted to lower the bar, but realistically speaking, New York City has not taught remotely since the pandemic ended. And I don't know how the DOE taught remotely. I was a charter school girly, so I don't know how the public schools taught remotely, because I was in a charter school. So how we taught, we used Google Classroom, I used my iPad, I had a full-blown setup, okay? It's a lot different now. Okay, I finished. I honestly let my kids go about 5 minutes early because we finished everything. I didn't have a full class. And so even with me like waiting, like the buffer time, and I even taught more than what I was supposed to. What we had planned, my team and I, we had this whole thing planned for what they were going to do. This is not the generation of kids that were learning how to use the computer during remote learning back in 2021. That full school year that I taught from basically 2020 into 2021, they were like tech savvy. At that point, they had upgraded Chromebooks, stylus. Like I didn't teach in New York City public schools at the time. I know how to do this, but I think it's a little bit difficult. And I didn't feel ill prepared because I was very prepared. I'm very good at this. Part of being a teacher, honestly, yes, you need to know your content. You need to have your management. But I want to say my number one advice to any new teacher, especially in a New York City school, The main thing you need to have as a skill set is flexibility, because if you're not able to be flexible, you are going to crash and burn pretty quickly. You need to be as prepared as possible, and then be prepared to be unprepared, because something else is gonna come up or arise. I'm sorry, I just feel so frazzled. So sorry if that whole thing is like super cut. I just feel so frazzled, but that's a part of being a teacher. You just honestly have to be so flexible and just be prepared for anything. And it's really easy to get frazzled. It's really easy to get frazzled, especially as a person like me who is always likes to be prepared, and I do prepare myself. Like I spent a good almost 2 hours yesterday setting everything up, scheduling everything, making the posts, writing things, and making the work for the kids to do today. So for it to not be working, it does feel a little discouraging, but it's okay. It's a part of being a teacher. I will say that. Like, I'm gonna say it again, my number one advice to any new teacher, okay, you have to just be flexible. Then I will be transparent again. I was like, I don't really know if I really want to do this YouTube thing for real. Like, I'm an imposter. Like, I feel like I was putting so much expectations on myself, and I was like, I might just go back to just doing this privately. Like, I did it for a year. I'm gonna go back to being ghost. And then I told myself, I was just like, so many people just say post the content, right? Like, there are people that post for the first time and blow up the first time. There are people that post for years and then they blow up later. And I don't really have a specific goal or long-term goal in mind when it comes to like content creation. This is really just a hobby for me. And so that's when I decided to sit on the couch, and I was like, you know what? Let's just record a nighttime routine. Now, once again, didn't finish the nighttime routine. I did like I literally got up to the point where I was gonna shower, all that good stuff, and then just didn't finish the routine. Hi, Petals. Happy. Typically, I would be outside right now having my mindless 30-40 minutes with Zoe. She wants to do walks 3 times a week, but I'm trying to meet her where she's at. And I don't want to force it, because I want walks to be something that's enjoyable, like an enjoyable experience. Right now, with all the snow on the ground, she does have a winter coat. She does not have winter shoes or boots. So it's not practical or healthy really for her to be walking in the slush and all that right now. It's going to be overwhelming for her. It's going to be disgusting for me. It's going to be overwhelming for myself. So we can't do our typical walk. So we do it 3 times a week. We try to get out and take a 30-minute walk. And if not the 30-minute walk, then we do 30 minutes outside. And she's just able to like run around, play, just enjoy the fresh air, use the bathroom. I'm so proud of her and myself, because I started potty training her 3 days. 3 days before I went back to work. And I'm really proud of myself, because I was feeling really nervous. I wasn't thinking that it was ever gonna work. But honestly, she's a very intelligent dog, and consistency is key. Her biting on her toy leg sounded so creepy. Y'all hear that? Anyway, so, you know, I'm really happy because we were being consistent. She's finally going outside to use the bathroom like by herself. Like sometimes she is hesitant to go, and then other times she'll just run and go. I find that in the mornings or after being in the crate, she does go. If she is playing around the house, like mainly in her room, which is my room, but I say her room, if I notice that she needs to use the bathroom and I say let's go potty, she will get up and go, and like, you know, so we're having some more consistent with going out by herself than not. I will say the winter is just making it worse. I will admit that during the storm, she did a combination of inside potty and outdoor, because at nighttime I think was the harder part for me, because I was like, it's dark, it's cold, and it was snowing, and so I'm trying to be like safe, and I was like, you know what, her using the bathroom indoors on a day like that day is not going to mess up her potty training at all. I wouldn't even say she's potty training at this point anymore because she understands the bathroom is outside. Any accidents that happen are really on my part. I am thinking of getting her a potty button because I feel like she doesn't know how to signal to any adult or human that she needs to use the bathroom. I just know her cues and I'm like, yep. Or I just know that every 40 minutes I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna take it to the bathroom. I'm sure as she gets older, the older she gets, the more I don't really have to do that. But I feel like having some kind of button or signal for her to kind of use will be very helpful. And she's so smart. I could foresee her using it eventually. Not at first. She might think it's a toy and try to play with it, but eventually, yes. So there's that. So we're not doing, I say all of that to say that we're not doing our mindful 30 minutes because the snow on the ground is like literally like 3 inches at this point. We can't really be outside for very long. I did take her out to use the bathroom. I was going to keep an eye on her because she didn't do number 2. So right now she's tearing up her little toy pig. I would love to go and cook. I want to get my cooking out of the way because I had took out some chicken that I had seasoned a while ago and then put in the freezer. I want to cook it now because I don't want to get lazy and then not cook. Because if I cook now, then feed her, I can take a nap. So I'm thinking smarter, not harder. And then after my nap, I'll have some good food to just reheat. And that's it. Like, I'll have a really good, easy day. I do have a package coming today, fingers crossed. It's some nail mail. I really can't wait to try on this nail polish color. I got 2 colors, but I got this red color that I'm really excited to put on. I'm not the kind of person that's gonna like go open the pot and show my food because you know y'all are the worst critics on the internet. But my chicken is on the stove, my potatoes, the water was boiling, I just added them. I got these, all this stuff I got from Lively except for the soyaki sauce I got from Trader Joe's. We got the speaker and the music playing. Right now, my current favorite artist is Olivia Dean. I have probably like 12 of her songs saved, but I'm sure there are a lot more I could save. But that's just the ones that I dabble with that caught my ear. Hopefully I find some more. I'm so mad that I found out about her so late because her concert is in August. And I would have really liked to go and see her perform. I just love her music so far. It's like that nice, soulful, like jazz. Like, it's a whole, I can't explain it. I just made Zoe. This is the peanut butter I use for my dog. So if you guys want, if you have a puppy and you want to give them peanut butter, this is the one I use. It's a Trader Joe's creamy peanut butter from unblanched peanuts, unsalted. Literally just dry or roasted peanuts. No salt. I just gave her this and some banana. Honestly, out of all the things I've ever gotten her for enrichment, I think a lick mat has been my favorite. I did make the mistake of leaving one in her crate one day and she tore it apart. So now she's never having one in her crate unless I take it away right away. But as you can see, it was in one spot, but she just moved it. But she loves this. This keeps her entertained. I literally did a lot of things. I don't know what I did, honestly. I think I started my chicken while she was eating this, and I did my potatoes and like all that good stuff. So I'm proud of her. She's been very quiet. As you can see, she dumped all her toys out and has them all scattered around the living room. So we'll clean that up after I'm done cooking. It's not really a big deal. No one's coming home right now. So this is one of the things I purchased. This is the Cirque Colors Recovery Ritual Nail Strengthener. It says to apply 2 coats and then reapply every day or every couple of days, something like that. And if you're using it as a base coat, just apply it once, 1 coat, and then your like color or whatever. But I have something similar to this. And I always just use 2 coats and use it as a base coat. So I'm very excited to see how this holds up as a base coat. The color that I got, this I haven't bought from Cirque in a while. Like in a long time. I want to say maybe since like 2021, 2022. But I saw my girl Kelly post about this collection they had. This is Red Hot Jelly. And honestly, I've been really into red polishes lately, but I really want a red polish that doesn't give old. You know, like I want it to give like young, grown, almost like orange, like orangey red. Like, so it needs to be a bright red. It needs to be like that orangey color. So this is a jelly. You know, I love jellies, but I love how like saturated this is as a jelly for a red. I think that kind of helps combat that possibility of being like old lady red. The only thing I don't like is I do see a little bit of my nail line for some of my nails that are just a tad bit on the longer side. So, but I absolutely love this color. Are you barking at your reflection? I really like the fact that I decided to keep all the footage because I decided to just turn it into a January dump, because one of my favorite videos that I actually made last year was a July dump, where so many different things were happening that month, but they just were not fully completed videos. And so I just put it all together in one big video, and I feel like this is a perfect representation of how this month went for me. I feel like most people that do content creation for like across the board, like for real, they mostly take January off because Vlogmas and like the holidays, like they push out a lot of content between like October, December, and they usually take long extended breaks in January. Like even my sister and my brother-in-law do it over at JK and Count, and they took like a couple of days, I think a few weeks off, so they started posting again. So listen, so I'm not gonna give up. I have some really great ideas for this year that I really want to capture on camera. I also have I have 3 series I want to do with my channel, and I'm going to close with this video. The first series is just like some regular vlogs. The second series is kind of like a monthly book club type of thing where I share what I read this month. So that video is going to go up February 1st. Yeah. And then the next video idea, the next series is a solo date series, where like solo adventures, not dates, solo adventures series. It is a solo adventures series. So there's that. So thank you all so much for watching. I will see y'all for the next video. Peace out.